Look. I represent the game in a way that can't be challenged, and delegate the comments of hate that can't be managed. I was told once, roll my shoulder like blunts and don't get touched, but my skin tough and thicker than Miss Biz butt. So guess what? I'ma talk my shit and just win once. Throw uppercuts and bone breakers, a needle and haystack with hate makers. I throw mines, don't hide behind my straight right. I show mine and show no the blow by the blow, bro. I blow mines.
You out, sucker.
Up all that? Yeah! Woo! Yes! Up off! Boy, I'm gonna fight through this one. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is. It's hump day, baby. We'll do it. What's up, my people? This is Showbiz, don't. All right, man, look at who we have here. Victory has defeated you. What's going on with you? Marlo Nelson. What's going on with you? Oops. All right, man. Look, first, I want to say this. Boy, dude, I'm going to tell you. You guys know I was out. I couldn't do the Taco Tuesday. I had the Hershey squirts. I was down. I did not move from the bed all day yesterday, only to go to the bathroom. At 2 in the morning, I tried to fart. At 2 in the morning, Mamie. At 2 in the morning, I tried to fart. When I say, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Hold on, I think I gotta take a walk. The whole night, throwing up, sitting down, but I'm here on hump day. Shit. Get those likes up, everybody. If you haven't done it already, please, for a brother, hit the like button.
Hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, hit the thumbs up, hit the like, get those.
Huh? Oh, early on, flex on them. See, pow. Let me see. Biz, I sure hope it's Loma. Me too. Not only does Loma really deserve it now, but it's our best chance to see Haney versus Loma. That's a good point. Since Haney is expected to move up if he beats Kambosos, but Loma will stay at 135 and get Haney a shot. I think so too. Hit tight spin. Haney Lomachenko with the belts is one hell of a belt holder to me. If you look at his resume and who he's beaten, the fastest male, right, to win belts in 3 different weight division major belts, right? Becoming undisputed. No, actually, he never became undisputed. That was Teofimo Lopez, but fighting for undisputed for sure. He's a guy, and then after losing, he fought Teofimo Lopez, who that was the guy to fight over Haney. He was the IBF champion, fighting Richard Coleman and Nakatani. So he was the guy to fight over Haney. Fought him to become undisputed, lost. And then on his comeback, fighting the likes of Romy and Nakatani. I mean, he's one of those guys who fight. And we're going to talk about fighting the fights in a minute. We're going to talk about fighting the fights. What else we got? Biz, the IBFP, called you out to debate. I don't know who the IBFP is, okay? But I'll tell you this. No, I don't have anything to prove. I don't give a damn. Let me see. What else we got? Victory House defeat. Oh no, I do know IBFP. I remember IBFP. No, wait, IBFP. No, I don't know IBF. I'm thinking about wasn't there another guy called like BFB or something like that? I don't know who IBF. Victor, oh yes, I wonder. Well, you should have on before throwing it for the play. For the Pepto Biz. That was nice. That was nice and witty. Nice, witty, and clever. Or maybe I do IBFP, or is it BFP? BFB? BFTB? I don't know, bro. But no. All right, so listen. Let's talk about hold on. One second. And the only guy who really wanted the smoke with Gary Russell Jr., Loma, is the real deal. Yeah, so let's talk about this. Let's get right to it. Lomachenko, it sounds like he's going to be on his comeback trail for June 5th. Here, let me break it down for you. Real quick. And this is the good news. Check it. Now, hold on. I want to say this before I start. I did say the integrity move was Devin the Dream Haney. All right. The more exciting fight to watch would be Lomachenko. Okay. And then actually Ryan Garcia. But the integrity move for boxing would be Haney. The ballsy move would be Lomachenko. Either way, I think Kambosos loses to Haney and Lomachenko. But let me we'll talk about this in a minute. But Vasily Lomachenko agreed to a deal to fight George Kambosos. We know that. But he's working security detail on the Ukraine border. Facts. Efforts being made to allow Loma to leave for training camp. Let me read that again. There are efforts being made to allow Loma to leave for training camp. So undisputed title fight can proceed June 5th in Australia. Ah! So look, there's a few things. Everybody, if you can, you got to hit the like button. Close out the chat, hit the like button, get everybody here. We got to get everybody involved. This is big news. Get everybody in here by closing out the chat. Hit the
like. Your fingers over there be like, there's nothing to hit the like. You know what you like.
Now, I've had a few points before when talking about Lomachenko versus Kambosos and how that fight should happen. Okay, the only two who really deserve it is Devin Haney and Lomachenko. I don't think Ryan Garcia deserves it, though. I will watch the fight. I think it'd be entertaining. Okay, I like watching fights. I'm sorry, that's just me. But Lomachenko versus Kambosos would be a very action-packed fight. It's a bigger fight than Devin Haney. So it's bigger and it's more action-packed than Devin Haney versus Kambosos. And I've been saying this. I think Lomachenko fighting, getting millions of dollars, and donating to Ukraine is more than him being one guy with a gun. I do. Now, he doesn't have to feel that way. This is just me personally. Sitting back because I know he's emotional about his country, and he should be. So I'm not going to speak for Lomachenko, tell him how he should think. I'm just saying me stepping back and looking at this. He's one guy with a gun, and that is valuable, okay? But he may just be a better boxer than soldier, one. Two, as a boxer, he could get millions of dollars and donate it for weapons and stuff like that to Ukraine. I've often said, or I have said before, I find that to be more valuable. And I think it'll be something for Kambosos to fight Lomachenko for all of those reasons. That'll be a big fight. Let me see. First, let me say this. Jorge, my man. Do you fear Loma aging overnight in the next year? No, he's too young. Too young. James West, thank you so much for the super stick. Let me see. Agree. Oh, we got 200 people in here. Everybody, thank you so much for hitting the like and give it up for the Varnell Hill Box.
Bring on with the laugh under the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The Varnell man can shaboing boing.
Now, Lomachenko coming back. We do have a message from your friend and mine, Old Gray, on Lomachenko's comeback.
And with the local TV series, LL Cool J, the comeback.
Listen, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, been rocking my pins, putting sucker to fizz, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, explode. Call the ambulance. Call the ambulance.
Brother, if you can't finish the song, don't try. If you can't finish the song, don't try. He was getting to that first, wasn't he? Don't call it a comeback. He was getting it. He always said, go ahead, boy. Go ahead. But if you can't finish the song, brother, that song's a classic. Which, by the way, I always liked Gully LL Cool J. Right? I mean, that's almost oxymoron, because ladies love Cool J. I often like the gully gritty 4 3 2 1 Jack the Ripper's Strike Back, or whatever it's called, Jack the Ripper Return, Bad Radio, Mama Said Knock You Out. I always like that Cool J. That Cool J will ruin your career if you try to battle him, but when I walk in the room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call. He's all right. But I always like, he got the muscles. Don't call it a comeback. Anyway, let me see what you have to say. Why rush Loma to come back from defending his country when you can just fight Devin, clear up the undisputed nonsense, and the winner fight Loma? That's a good point. Like I said, I think that's the integrity move. I think the integrity move is to fight Devin the Dream Haney. Why wait on Lomachenko? If the fight was going to happen in June anyway, and you can get Lomachenko back by June, then it's not a wait. I think that's the misperception. Is if they were going to fight in June anyway, and then he comes back by that time, to train and fight June 5th, you didn't wait for shit. All right. So you can remove the waiting conversation. But here's the thing, though. I think that fight was more preferred from the beginning. I don't think they really look. What's my man name? Frank. Listen, Frank. I think Devin Haney and Lomachenko beat Kambosos. I think it's kind of like, who would you rather lose to? And fighting Devin Haney would be a more boring fight that you just lost, bro. Right? Fighting Lomachenko and getting a rematch with Lomachenko. I think and there's a rematch clause for the Lomachenko fight, right? I think those are two action-packed fights that he just prefer. It's kind of like, remember Canelo saying something about Boo Boo Andre? Like, that fight is just boring, bro. Like, I would fight him, because he tried to fight him before. He tried to fight him with a package deal with Triple G, one of his last package deals with the Zone before that fell through. But the IBF said they did want it or something. I forgot how it went, or the Zone, it fell through. But he didn't even want to fight Andre alone. It was like, let's get a package together because this is going to be boring. I think it has a little bit to do with that, what type of product I'm going to put out. But either way, who deserves the fight more than anybody is Devin Haney. Oh yeah. Let me see. Lomachenko is a hero for going back to his country, of his own free will, with a wife and kids. Yep. I hope he gets a shot. That's another good reason. Like I said, that's a sympathetic reason. Another thing is this, he's with that, and I mentioned them before, that long line of fighters who served for their country, right? I mean, if you think of the states alone, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, Sugar Ray Robinson, Jamel Herring, those boys, you know. But it's very rare that a fighter, that a boxer who is currently fighting, all right, it serves his country. So yeah, it is amazing. It's amazing. Would it be an excuse if Loma lose? Not for me, but for everybody else. Yeah, there's always an excuse. Not for me. No, I wouldn't. I'd just be like, hey, that he wanted to fight, he fought, took that L. I mean, I wouldn't. Not for me, Traveling Trav, but people always, if for any fan of Lomachenko, there'll be an excuse. What up, Showbiz? I've been grinding out Fight Night Champion for when I need to do that. BC comes out. Can you also play the MJ for Sully? Stop playing. Sully, where you at? Sully, where you at? Now, moving on. We have to move on to the receipts. Hit the like. Let's get 200 likes. Yeah, everybody, if you can't hit the like for me for the one time, let's at least get 200 likes. I know you guys love to slack. It's like, I love slacking. But I'm not. I'm still sick. And I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. Y'all can at least hit the like. I'm sweating. Okay? All right, so look. Let me hit you guys with what I like to call the receipts. Receipts, motherfucker! That cracks me up every time. Hold on. Haney is so young. Loma is close to the end. I feel like people don't want Loma because they know Kambosos is much easier fight for Haney than Loma is. No. I think people just want Haney to get his shot. I don't think no one wants Haney to fight Kambosos because Loma's difficult, because people think Loma ducked Haney. People wanted Haney versus Loma. It's nothing like that. I just think people are just tired of Haney not getting his shot. It's kind of sad. I'm gonna be honest. That's why I think Haney deserves it more than everybody, because it's getting sad. You know, you push Haney off again. I mean, it's getting sad, bro. I don't think he's ever fought for a title, bro. I mean, I know he fought for the interim title and was handed the WBC title, but I don't know. It's getting sad, bro. It's getting sad. You know? Okay. So I know you guys, if you haven't seen it, here's the receipts, the Showtime schedule. I want you to look at this. Check out this Showtime schedule. Okay, you got Tszyu and you got Erickson Lubin versus Frondor, which I really like that fight. Your Errol Spence versus Ugas, amazing. Charlo Castaño too, beautiful. David Benavidez, David Lemieux, I like that fight. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero, we'll talk about that. Fulton versus Roman, not bad. Look at this. Now look at who Jamal's fighting. They don't even got a picture for the damn dude. They ain't got a picture for Messiah Sulecki. Sulecki? They ain't got a picture. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And I may go on a bit of a rant here. Okay? If you guys don't know Messiah Sulecki, if you guys don't know Sulecki, okay? Lecce. What, he fought Rosado? He beat him. I remember that was one hell of a fight, though. Oh, Lord, that was one hell of a fight. And he lost to Boo Boo Andrade. Remember when Boo Boo Andrade just smoked him for 12 rounds? He lost to Danny Jacobs. Remember when Danny Jacobs did something similar? Messiah versus Vargas is good, too. Yeah, that's good. Everything's good, but let's talk about Jamal Charlo for a minute. Let's talk about Jamal Charlo. This is why. Look, as a Caruso from the Bull. See, this is why. This is why. If you are a Charlo fan, the way I am, I'm not a Charlo fan in this type of way, in a way where it's like Charlo doesn't get the shot type of Charlo fan. I'm a Charlo fan in this way. Damn, man. We need to get some fights in, dog. And that's going to be his only fight this year. Dude, you can bet your sweet ass that's going to be his only fight this year. Montiel was last June. Sulecki is going to be this June. And that's going to be it. That's 2 years. Montiel, Sulecki. Can you imagine? Hold on. Let me see. I just want to get this off my chest. Kambosos is viewed as a one-shot wonder who will lose against any other top opposition. And maybe that's true. But he deserves so much respect for wanting Loma or Haney next. 100%. Not taking easy fights. 100%. I agree. I want to get this. Ruining his legacy. I want to get this off my chest, Sully. Can you imagine if Canelo Alvarez's last fight was Montiel and then Sulecki? I want to see you guys. Where are you guys? Where are you guys? When you talk about Canelo and Yildirim, and you bring up Yildirim. Okay, how about Montiel and Sulecki? See, it's getting to this point for Jermall Charlo. It's getting to this point, bro. Not only is he not fighting the fights, not only is he not getting or fighting the fights, however you want to put it, he's also not building up the experience for me to be seen as a threat for Canelo. Yeah, I said it. He has lowered his stock. He's going to lower his stock to the point where it's like, your last fights, okay, you did good against Sergey Derevchenko, but what, Dennis Hogan, Brandon Adams, Montiel, Sulecki? I'm not seeing him as somebody that's a threat. Now I'm not even excited for Jermall Charlo versus Canelo because of his resume. I told you guys before. Biz, you like Charlo. Yeah, that's my guy. I like both of them, actually. But I told you guys before, I like how they fight. I don't like Jermall Charlo's career where it's going, but I like him, how he fights. But I don't let that misconstrue my analysis. But listen, I told you guys before. When I look at one fighter and their resume, forget why, forget how, forget what really happened. And when I look at one guy and their resume, and I look at another guy in their resume, I just say, who's better than the other? That's all I do. Canelo Alvarez about to fight Bivol at light heavyweight. He's about to fight Triple G. After that, Sulecki, Montiel. There were people in my war room, saying, well, don't you want Canelo to fight the best? It is getting to the point where Charlo is fighting once a year against the likes of Montiel and Sulecki. And it's like, well, is he the best? David Benavidez is talking about Lemieux, and then after that, Caleb Plant. That's a strong argument. I just love to know what you all think about all.
Yeah. Same old watery Hershey squirt different toilet. You mean to tell me you have UFC 273 April 9th with Volkanovski versus the Korean Zombie, Sterling versus Yan 2, and Gilbert Burns versus Hamzat Shamayev, and you want to complain about all this boxing shit and how disappointing boxing has made you all over again?
I got you!
Hey, Showbiz, I don't know when you're going to realize this, but there's no getting rid of me, just like there's no getting rid of those Hershey squirts you had all yesterday. I heard you decorated the toilet like a Easter chocolate bunny Christmas tree. Either way, 1. Jermall Charlo will never fight anybody. 2. Canelo Alvarez sucks. 3. Boo Boo Andre is what you left in the toilet last night. And boxing needs to kick rocks. Come on over to UFC. Goodbye, War Room.
There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. He's here. He's here. I've done everything I could. He's here. So I'm going to say this. Kiss my Hershey squirt riddled ass. Huh? I was sick. It ain't no joke. I was sick. Did he say Canelo sucks? Hit him with it, Biz. I'm saying. Let me hit. Talking about Canelo sucks. Let me hit you with this. Let me hit you with this. Let me hit you with this, hacker. That comment was dumb. Charlo started on such a good path when he fought Derevchenko. Yeah, I don't know why he went backwards. I know. And then when you saw who's beaten Derevchenko since, let me see. Super Stick, thanks so much. Hit Tyson Bear. You know, it kind of takes away from how big of a win that fight, that win was against Sergey Derevchenko. Look, and when you talk about Yildirim, okay, when you talk about Yildirim versus Canelo, because that's all people are trolling Yildirim, it makes zero sense. That was his mandatory, and he already had Billy Joe Saunders in line 2 months. 2 months after Yildirim. 2 months after Yildirim, he fought Billy Joe Saunders. That's different. But if you want to talk about that, who is Gervonta? Here. This is Gervonta Tank Davis's mandatory. Who has Rolly Romero beaten? I'm just going to ask you guys, who has Rolly Romero beaten? How good is Rolly? Now, you know I think he's the GOAT. But forget me, I'm insane. Huh? Look at Rolly. Let's look at Rolly in the receipts. Let's look at Rolly. Let's look at him. Right, look, what the hell? Okay, what is that? What is that? Now watch his jab. Okay, just take a look at how he brings that jab back. From the southpaw now, he decided to go southpaw. Look at how, what the hell is that? Is that a straight or what the hell is that? What the hell is that, man? I know he's the GOAT. I understand. But what the hell is that? What the hell? Now, look how he shows you which punch he's going to throw before he throws it. Look. Whoop. I'm throwing that punch right there. I'm going to show you that one. I'm going to throw that one. You don't think that Gervonta Tank Davis is completely out of his league? Huh? You don't think Gervonta Tank Davis is completely out of... Who has Rolly fought? At least Yildirim fought Darrell in a weird fight that ended with they had to change it was weird how the fight got stopped. So he ended up being mandatory. Darrell lost against David Benavidez. At least he had Darrell. That's who Plant's about to fight. But who has Rolly beaten? I hate the inconsistency here. Man, that's his mandatory. He got to fight him. Okay. Then why don't we have the same argument for Canelo? Yildirim was his mandatory. He had to fight him. Fine. But forget about those arguments. Forget about those. Let's add Yildirim. And you look at this guy fighting 7 times in 2 years. That's why me, as a big Jamal Charlo fan, is disappointed. 2 fights in 2 years against Juan Montiel and Maseha Sulecki. My Lord, even Jake Paul looks better than Paz. How this guy get to 14-0. That's why he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT because that shit got him a title fight in a big pay-per-view match against Gervonta Tank Davis. He must be the greatest. He must be the greatest. That Right. I'm a huge fan of Rolly at this point. If he can do that shit and get on pay-per-view and fight Gervonta Tank Davis for the title, I can do anything. I am totally inspired. I'm putting $100 on Rolly Romero to win. I'm becoming a bigger fan of Rolly Romero than anybody. If you can do that, hold on, dog. If you can do this shit here, and get a pay-per-view fight against Gervonta Tank Davis, and according to Leonard Ellaby, it's the biggest fight of the year. Huh? If that ain't Jake Paul, I don't know what is. And I ain't talking about Rolly, I'm talking about Tank. Tank is a very good fighter who has now he's now Jake Paul. You're asking yourself, how can we make a good fighter bring in Jake Paul kind of money? Well, let's give him Jake Paul type of matches. This is some Jake Paul shit. This is the same business. This is Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Let me see. Rolly gives me hope that I can make it in by. Hell yeah. Hell, anything you want to do. Rolly has shown you can do that shit and be on pay-per-view, get to the bag. And I understand Jamal Charlo and Haney Munguia that fight failed. Matter of fact, here, let me give you some more receipts. Let's see what Oscar De La Hoya had to say.
Haney Munguia versus Charlo. Look, listen, we want the fight, obviously. And Charlo's the champion. He gets the bigger cut. We all know that. That's common sense. Showtime, yes, you have the fight on Showtime pay-per-view, but I need the zone to participate. They built Haney Munguia. That's only fair. It's business. More platforms, more pay-per-views, more money for the fighters. What's wrong with that?
I'm going to tell you, Oscar, what's wrong with that. I'm going to tell Oscar what's wrong. Hey, dog.
Oh, you see this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo because he.
Hold on. Super, thank you so much, James West. What else we got? Damn, that pad worked so bad you actually being disrespectful to Jake. Sheesh. Let me see. Rolly doesn't have to be good. He sells himself. Yeah, he's the GOAT. And let me tell you what's wrong. When Oscar De La Hoya said, what's wrong with that? I'm going to tell you what's wrong with that, Oscar. The fight fell through. That's what's wrong with that. The fight didn't happen. See, I'm at this point, War Room, where let's see what fights are being made. I'm like Stephen A. Smith. I'm starting to get less and less concerned about why, because I'm hearing different reasons why from all over the place. And now I'm getting confused. So this fight's happening. Who's fighting the better fighters? I'm done with why. I am done. Haney Munguia and Jamal Charlo fell through. Who's fighting? Jamal Charlo against Masaya Sulecki? That's where his legacy is. I'm losing an argument on, hey, look, let's just whoever fights, they fight, and then we'll see in the end who got the better resume and who's the greatest. Let me see. It sucks, Biz. Hashtag Charlo Munguia. Both agree to terms. The networks couldn't. Also sucks about Virgil Ortiz. And will you be going live for Berlanga Rose? Of course I'm going live. And Zaya's fighting too. Andrew Zayas. Don't forget about that. Not the Coke. That was in the. Yeah, he's an asshole for that one. All right, he's a full asshole for that one. He's a full ass, but I love him like a play cuz. All right, so look, Showbiz, Showtime should also have some blame too. Don't you think? I didn't blame anybody. I don't know who to blame. I didn't blame me. I don't care. If I sit back and blame Showtime or sit back and blame the zone. I'm just picking one to blame. I wasn't there. I have no idea. I heard what Oscar had to say, but dude, I'm not going to be a fool. Listen. You guys are going to leave the Showbiz the Morning podcast, and you're going to go around all these other platforms, and you're going to go to other websites and other forums, other blogs, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all these places. And I'm telling you, anybody who's picking a side has no idea what the hell is going on, just picking a side. We don't know what's going on. So I'm done saying who did what with whom. Did this fight happen? No. Did this fight look like it was going to happen? Yes. It didn't happen. Okay, I will break the news. Just like Lomachenko. Looks like Lomachenko's coming back. If he doesn't fight, okay, who's going to fight? But pointing the fingers at who is to blame to what? I don't know. All I know is June 5th or whatever, 6th or whatever it is, Jamal Charlo versus Messiah Sulecki. That's all I know. All right. Okay. Let's hurry this up. Let's get on this hump day. Let's get to the Twitter thing.
Twitter fingers.
Twitter fingers.
Okay, so Anthony Joshua, he said, LOL. Okay, I've shared this ring with most people you see in the heavyweight division today. I boxed Otto Wallin twice as youngsters, and I boxed Joe and stopped him in the first round. I'll do the same thing today. Ain't nothing changed. Well, Joe Joyce responded with this, and Anthony Joshua, you having a meltdown. Where's all your belts? All those sponsors and endorsements helping. You're a glass cannon, quick to act. You were given everything. I feel like I read that already. Let me see what else we got. Caleb Plant said he had a fight signed before me. Then I get a fight signed. Then he says some cap, and y'all believe it. When are y'all going to learn that I don't have hide or lie? Oh, I don't have to hide or lie about anything I haven't proved my character yet. Oh, I haven't proved my character yet. So he's talking about David Benavidez saying that he wanted Caleb Plant. He said his fight was already signed. Okay. Mike Compinger, he says this. This is Twitter figures 3. Jaime Munguia was withdrawn from the WBC middleweight title eliminator with Carlo Adams. That guarantees the winner a shot to Jamal Charlo. Purse bid was set for tomorrow. Charlo Munguia talks broke down over the weekend due to a dispute over U.S. broadcast rights. It's a dispute. Moving on. Let me see. Anthony Joshua responding back to what Joe Joyce had to say. He says this. It took you 5 days to think of this. ... Hilarious. That was pretty funny. Okay. Julio Cesar Martinez versus Sonny Edwards. Unification will be targeted by Hearn. Julio Cesar Martinez is back. Let me see what else we got. Sources. Virgil Ortiz Jr. has been forced to withdraw from his March 19th fight versus Michael McKinson that was slated to headline a Golden Boy on the Zone card in LA. McKinson could fight a replacement opponent. ESPN stories coming. I heard it could be Brian Cobb. Brian Cobb? Last Twitter finger. Virgil Ortiz Jr. versus Michael McKinson now confirmed to be off, as Golden Boy have announced that Ortiz has been diagnosed with rhabdomyolysis. Oh, rhabdomyolysis. No, rhabdomyolysis. Yeah, I know what that is, though. Isn't that what rhabdomyolysis? Yeah, that's what football players get sometimes when they're training, like the big football, like the defensive linemen and O linemen when they're training in like extreme heat, right? wait, is that it? And is recovering in a hospital. Let's see what Virgil Ortiz has to say. He says this. Sorry to my fans, friends, and family. I was really looking forward to giving you another great fight. First and foremost, I am very sorry and disappointed to not be fighting this Saturday. Camp was going great, was it? I was doing very good in sparring and training in general. But for the last 2 weeks, I didn't feel like myself. I just felt like my body was deteriorating. And I didn't know why, and it was frustrating. Being the fighter that I am, I tried toughen it out, but when it's your own body fighting against you, there's little you can do. Facts. Luckily, my dad was also able to tell I wasn't right and took me to the doctor. He ran some tests, and the doctor concluded that I had rhabdomyolysis. I think that's how you call it. Myolysis? Myolysis? I think that's how it's pronounced. I was hospitalized yesterday and had to stay overnight. It could have been a lot worse, and I'm thankful that we caught it in time. Right. I am very lucky. If I let you guys down, believe me, if there was a hair of a chance of me fighting, I would be fighting. Okay. Rhabdomyolysis. Rhabdomyolysis? Rhabdomyolysis. Oh, it's rhabdomyolysis. Okay. So rhabdomyolysis, I know something about that because that can lead to kidney failure. Rhabdomyolysis is like when you're working too hard and your body starts to break down, like your muscles, and it sends like protein into your kidneys or something when your body's trying to heal. Anyway, I know what happens when you get extremely dehydrated and you're training a lot. And he was probably trying to make weight. And oh Lord, let me see. It's when here we go. It's when torn and damaged muscles enter the bloodstream. Yeah, the protein. That's right. And some die your kidney. Yeah, right. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. It could cause the kidney failure. So that's big. That's big. That's big. All right. So yeah. And those, my people, my war room, those were the Twitter Twitter fingers.
Twitter fingers.
Okay. So here, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say a few things before I go. One, I'm excited about Lomachenko coming back. I'm excited about that. Let me ask you guys real quick. Let me ask all of you guys real quick. Do you guys prefer Kambosos versus Lomachenko or Kambosos versus Haney? Let me ask you guys. Oh, man. Thank you so much, BK. And don't forget to go by ShowBizTheAdult.com. Go by ShowBizTheAdult.com. Click the link so you can get to the bag. All right. Yeah, your kidneys mess up. Yeah. Personally, Loma, Haney, Kambosos versus Loma. Haney first. I don't mind that. Haney, personally, no, Haney. Yeah. I think we're split. We're split. Haney. Oh, well, no, there's more Haneys right now. Haney to end the undisputed talk. I think Kambosos is undisputed, but that's part of the talk. There's some of you guys who don't think that way. Let me see. Haney. So it's mostly Haney then. Haney needs the opportunity. Yeah. I just think it's very sad. Loma, Kambosos. I want to say this. At the end of the day, I'm happy that it looks like Loma's coming back. I'm very happy that it looks like Loma's coming back. And being safe, you kind of worry about the people that you kind of know, so I'm happy about that. I want to ask you guys this. I'm thinking about having a few fights on Fight Night on this channel. Have a few fights on Fight Night, man, on this channel. I'm thinking about doing something like that. Just like my man was talking about ESBC. I think it was Sully. I know I'm leaving soon. I'm leaving next week to go out to North Carolina to try out the ESBC game. And I'm thinking about whooping a few of y'all asses, man, on fight night, just to get myself back into that mode, right? There's going to be some real tournaments going on in ESBC. It's time to get back in that mode. This boxing channel always highlighted boxing video games and boxing movies, and that's going to start getting implemented more into this channel. Let me see what you have to say. Fantasy fight, Biz, Vinny Paz versus Andre Berto, both in their prime. Who you got? Vinny. Let me see. Haney. We need a Biz. All right. So look, I'm leaving at 15 minutes early. I'm starting to sweat. Let me lay back down, go to sleep. Thank you guys and everybody who gave me the well wishes and all those things. Even my haters. I had haters hitting me up like, Showbiz, I mean, damn, you good? Haters. Showbiz, you good, bro? I mean, you know, I get on you a lot, but I'd rather you be good than anything. Showbiz adults. So thank you guys for the well wishes and everything. I'll be back on tomorrow for the prime time. You know, prime time on Thursdays. You know what we do. Don't forget about my Showbiz the Morning podcast that I have on Spotify and on Buzzsprout. And then after that, you know, it's the Facts Friday. And after that, we're going to be calling the fights, right? Wait, hold on. We got one from Dixon. I will go with Loma first because he will give Haney a shot. Right. That's what you guys been saying. Because I feel like if Haney gets it, he won't give it to Loma. He'll move up to 140. Right. I'm out. Oh man. I almost burped.